Welcome to the farm, where it's time to help the animals settle in for the night. Are you ready to assist? Let's explore and see who's still awake. Hey there, cow. After a day of grazing in the meadows, they're finally ready to rest. Can you bid the cows good night and wish them sweet dreams? Good night, cows. Hello, sheep. Hey, woolly ones. After a day of munching on grass and playing in the fields, it's time to retreat to your cozy barn and let sleep claim you. May your dreams be as fluffy as your fleece. Good night, sheep. Well, after a day of climbing and exploring, they're ready to snuggle up and sleep. Can you help tuck the goats in and wish them a peaceful night? Good night, goats. Hi, pig. After a day of rooting around and enjoying mud baths, they're ready to find a cozy spot and drift off to sleep. Can you say goodnight to the pigs and wish them pleasant dreams? Good night, pigs. Hey, hen and chicks. After pecking around the yard all day, it's time for them to find some rest. Can you assist the hen and chicks in getting comfortable and say goodnight? Good night, hen and chickens. Hello, Rooster. After a day of keeping an eye on the flock and crowing proudly, it's time for him to rest his voice and sleep. Can you bid the rooster good night? Good night, Rooster. Hi, ducks. After a day of splashing in the pond, they're ready to settle down for the night. Can you help the ducks get comfortable and say good night? Good night, ducks. Hey, turkey. After a day of strutting around, they're ready to find a cozy spot and sleep. Can you help tuck the turkeys in and wish them sweet dreams? Good night, turkeys. Hi, horse. After a day of galloping and grazing, they're ready to rest in their stables. Can you say good night to the horses and wish them pleasant dreams? Good night, horses. Hello, donkey. After a day of carrying loads and being playful, they're ready to snuggle up and sleep. Can you bid the donkey good night? Good night, donkeys. Hey, rabbit. After a day of hopping around and nibbling on greens, they're ready to find a cozy spot and drift off to sleep. Can you assist the rabbits in getting comfortable and say good night? Good night, rabbits. Hello, bees. After a busy day of pollinating flowers and making honey, they're ready to rest in their hive. Can you bid the bees good night? Good night, bees. Hi, dog. After a day of herding and guarding the farm, they're ready to snuggle up and sleep. Can you say good night to the dog and wish him peaceful dreams? Good night, dog. Hello, cats. After a day of chasing mice and patrolling the barn, they're ready to find a cozy spot and rest. Can you bid the cats good night? Good night, cats. Hey, alpacas. After a day of grazing and guarding the herd, they're ready to settle down for the night. Can you help the alpacas get comfortable and say good night? Good night, alpacas. Hi, guinea fowl. After a day of foraging and patrolling the farm, they're ready to rest. Can you say good night to the guinea fowl and wish them pleasant dreams? Good night, guinea fowl. Hello, quail. After a day of exploring and pecking around, they're ready to find a cozy spot and sleep. Can you bid the quail good night? Good night, quails. Hey, ostrich. After a day of running and foraging, she is ready to rest. Can you help the ostriches get comfortable and say good night? Good night, ostrich. As the farm grows quiet and the stars twinkle overhead, all the animals are tucked up and sleeping soundly. Now, it's your turn to close your eyes and dream about all the wonderful creatures you've met on the farm today. Good night, little one, and good night to the farm.